Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, everybody. This is Dr. J and Professor Spike streaming live
Hello.
from Long Island, New York, where you need a K95 mask to walk outside. The fires are
All my
burning.
masks are broken because they're so old.
Where are the fires coming from? Canada?
Yes, Canada again.
But
I got a lot of extra of these things floating
it's
around.
not blowing due south like it was the last time. It's blowing from the Midwest.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what I heard.
So we're picking up all that Chicago dust
Chicago,
along the way.
that's right. Chicago got hit really bad.
Did they?
Yeah. Our air quality is 150. A few weeks ago when we got hit, it was 400. It was an orange.
Yeah, no, it was pretty bad.
There was an orange sky.
Yeah, you could look directly into the sun.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Today you can go outside as long as you're good at holding your breath.
Yeah.
You can take a walk. See how long you can hold your breath.
If you're a smoker, you're like, this is just smoke with an attitude.
But Wall Street is on fire too.
Maybe that's what all the smoke is.
Maybe that's where it's from.
I just see green everywhere here.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find.
I'm not gonna look at my portfolio because then
it's hard. It's the cabinet guy is with us. It's hard.
Hey, cabinet guy, how are you?
It's hard to find too much red in my portfolio.
Oh, good on you.
The only one that I could find that's red is CRSP, which I added to it during the week. That's why it's red, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, it's green. Well, no, I got a lot of reds.
The smoky.
I mean, obviously, my shorting accused is reds, but
smoky, not so
CRSP
green mountains.
Hey, Target is still down.
Yeah.
I guess because of that news with the SCOTUS telling us that whatever money we spent on our kids' college, we better have them make it back in income.
Yeah, that's going to hurt a lot of people down the road when it comes to fruition when later in the fall, right? I think November.
Well, people actually realize that they're not getting 10 grand that they thought they were getting.
It's 20 grand,
and that all the deferrals on their loans are going to be.
I Professor Spike, I believe it's 20 grand. Was
well for some people it was 20 if they were already Pell holders, right?
Yeah.
But those people were getting a fair amount of financial aid, free financial aid anyway.
Right.
So the crux of the people were getting 10 grand.
Gee, there's been...
Which would, I mean, look, there are a lot of those for-profit colleges. I'm not going to name names, but some of those for-profit colleges took them for a lot of money, gave them no education, and a big bill to pay at the end.
Right.
So, this was trying to make some of those people whole. But I guess,
it seems like SCOTUS has been reversing everything lately. We're going backwards. I feel like
they're making up for all that liberality in the 70s.
We're going back to the Stone Age.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like everything from the 70s is getting turned away.
All right, let's see.
Yeah, there's a lot of heavy stuff coming down there.
Let's hope the government doesn't interfere too much with the stock market. Microsoft and Activision. You think that will go through, or?
Well, let's suppose it's more likely to get blocked in Europe than it is in America.
No, it's already approved in Europe.
Really? Even the English?
No, not the English.
Right.
Everywhere else. But look, if it gets approved here, don't you think Great Britain will give in?
Probably, yes.
Yeah. All right.
France and Germany did.
Yeah. All right. So I think Microsoft will prevail and they will get it through. That's what I think.
It's it's just the tug of war, isn't it?
I also think I made a good buy during the week. Remember on the show, at the end of the show, my pick of the week was IBM. I said it was the most likely stock that I would buy should I buy any of the ones we discussed. And I did.
Well, you even called it the stock of the week.
I called it the stock of the week. So I bought it and it's done well for me so far. And I'm thinking I'm going to make good money on that one.
The 5-day looks actually like a very decent chart.
Yeah. Well, we'll get around to the charts soon, but I wanted to look
Yeah, no,
first
I'm
at
cheating. I'm cheating a little bit by looking.
this is a special edition because it's the end of the month as well as the end of the week. So I always show my portfolio going into the new month. I now added to my 20 stocks, I have 23 names.
Uh-huh.
So we'll including IBM, IWM, and those would be the two new
Oh, you did
ones.
IWM. You're doubling down there?
And DermTech, I added those three. Now
Because DermTech was giving us a nice little entry point.
on DermTech, I'm about even with where I entered. On CRISPR, when I bought back shares this week, I bought back at 1.5 at 57, so I'm down a little.
Mm-hmm.
And IBM, I'm up. So let's take a look.
Okay, yeah. The
Let's
charts.
yeah, let's just
Those people who are here, it's good to see you. I mean, like we said, these were going to be catch as catch can, and we're glad that you caught us.
yes,
Okay.
and for all those who are watching over the weekend, welcome, and for all those who are watching live, double welcome. No, that's not true. Everyone gets a double welcome.
Everybody gets an equal welcome in this house.
Yeah. And don't forget to subscribe because we need a lot of people to subscribe. Why, I don't know, but we do need you.
Yeah, because you want to get those shekels for being an influencer.
Yeah. Not sure why we need you, but I know we need you.
It's probably more like lira instead of shekels, because shekels are worth more than lira.
Something's not working. Oh well.
Is this your? I mean, we can see your list.
Everything is right except it didn't calculate the percent for Capricorn and REMX.
Which one's
but
that?
They are positive. And my biggest winner since January 3 is hot at 291%. Yeah. And my biggest loser would have been IBM had I bought it in January,
Right.
but I just bought it. So, I mean, a lot of these numbers aren't accurate for my portfolio because I didn't own all of them prior to Jan 1.
Right.
For example, HUT I did not own prior to Jan 1, but I'm actually ahead more than 291%. I bought it lower than what it was.
Impressive.
Jan 1. Oh well. You know what? We don't really need the percentages anyway.
Yeah, we just look at the stocks themselves.
My number one stock in terms of dollars invested is Amazon, and that's up. I think I know pretty much by heart, probably 45% roughly. MicroStrategy is way up. Apple, as you know, is making a new all-time high, hitting $3 trillion in market cap today.
Unbelievable.
And analysts, some analysts gave it a 240 price target, I think. So that would be like another what, a third of $1 trillion or something. Microsoft, another spectacular. Walmart is flying today. This is good news for you and me.
Well, for you, I bailed after all the stuff that that Target was getting.
Oh, but you own Target?
I still own Target because I figured that was that eventually people are going to say it's a nothing burger, and they'll just go back to its old levels.
Okay, I did it the other way. Kept Walmart, sold Target.
Yeah. So what Walmart do today?
Well, Walmart's up 3 to 157.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It's finally establishing itself above 150 after all these years.
I mean, I said a long time ago it should be trading at 180. That's my target on Walmart.
Yeah, no, I know. It's certainly. I figured once
You,
the kerfluffle ended, I would get back in.
you is trading at $43. I have a $100 target. CRISPR is trading at 56. I have Infinity as a target for that one.
Infinity. Yeah, cross our
Infinity.
fingers. I'm still hoping and waiting for that one too.
Of course, I'm
We've
behind.
been in these forever, so.
Of course, I'm behind the 8 ball with CRISPR.
Yeah, well, we've been between CRISPR and Edit. We've been. I mean, I don't know if you're still in Edit.
No, I'm in
No, we've been in there since the big numbers.
I'm in Intelia. You can see these. This is clear that you can read these, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
IBM. I believe IBM is a very strong buy, as it will be a player in the AI revolution.
No
And
doubt.
they have phenomenal management. So I believe IBM is probably been overlooked so far. That's why I went into it. The chart also looked decent, so I'm up a few dollars on IBM. Probably buy some more of it. SPGI is the rating agency, doing like 8% for the year, I think. Intelia, I'm up for the year. I don't remember how much. Capricorn has had a good 6 months. Lit, not so good, but it's in the plus column.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with Lit.
It's
I mean,
all
it's
those
supposed to be in a
Chinese.
market that's.
It's all those Chinese companies weighing it down.
Really? Okay.
China, I really shouldn't be in Lit. I'm too lazy to get out of it. But it's.
Why are you saying the American ones are doing a
Yeah,
little better?
I feel like ALB and LAC are probably safer.
Understood.
REMX is the same problem with rare earths. A lot of them in China.
Mm.
I have a thing against Chinese stocks. I don't
Well,
think.
these days they don't want to make money. He just wants to get power.
Yeah. Meta had a phenomenal year.
You've been doing great with Meta, haven't you?
I basically doubled on Meta.
You see, everybody should just take what I say and do the opposite, because I said I wouldn't buy Meta with your money.
SPY.
And if I had, I would have made you richer.
Yes. SPY, of course, is up around 14% on the year. And I've been at, you know what I did it originally at the beginning of the year? I owned all of them: Diamonds, IWM,
Right.
SPY, and QQQ.
And the Qs, yeah.
So I sold my IWM and my Diamonds and bought Qs. Didn't touch my SPYs. So I still have a substantial amount of SPY, but I recently bought back IWM.
Yeah, that's right. You traded that out, and you traded back in at a very good time too.
Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, you caught the wave nicely.
Marathon Digital is a Bitcoin miner along with HUT, and I actually like HUT better right now, but I own them equal dollar amounts, and I'm doing phenomenal on both of them. Google, it's had a nice run from the lows, but it's really stalled. I'm almost tempted to sell some and redistribute. I might do that. Just based on the price action. Capricorn, I really like Capricorn. I think third quarter, it's possible that we'll hear some really phenomenal news after the FDA meets with them. I think they're going to be fast tracked on their BLA, maybe get approval for the DMD drug sooner as opposed to later. I think they could be another SP, Seraptus. What's the symbol? SPTA? I forget.
Yeah, I forget that one.
Yeah. And then SPGI, we talked about. SPY, we talked about. Intelia, we all know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now it came back. The percentages for the year.
Oh, interesting.
I'm up 14% for the year on that. MasterCard, very conservative play. You know who this is? This is Professor Omar. We're doing the show, Professor Spike and I. You want to come on with us, or you want to come on as a make some comments?
Hey, Jay.
You
know I'm not,
Evo, come on, Professor Omar. We love you.
That's right.
People hear you right now.
Every silver lining needs a dark cloud. Come on.
You're on the show right now. I want you to know you're on the show. What? Just to talk. You want to come on and talk? You don't have to show your face.
Yeah, fine.
All right, come on. I'll send you. I'll send you a link. Or you could go to YouTube and just make comments.
Yeah, that's right. Make comments from the gallery.
All right, so just come on to YouTube. Say hi to everyone. No. What channel?
Chatting on YouTube.
How does he get onto the YouTube?
He looks for you, looks for Dr. James Spike, and then just joins. And then at the bottom, once he joins at the bottom, there'll be a comment.
You know how to get on, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna hang up with you, and
I think I teaches computer science. He can work here.
All right, bye. All right, Professor. That was Professor Omar. I don't know if he's still hoping to. I mean, he was short last I spoke to him.
Yeah, he's still short, right?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Oh yeah, we'll find out exactly.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we melt up from here on to the end of the year, and any pullback should be bought. It's going to be a repeat of what happened after March 20. When was the worst of the 2020? When was the worst of the pandemic? 2020?
It was March of 2020.
Yeah, so from March of 2020 for about a year and a half, every pullback was bought.
Yeah, until about October 21.
Yeah,
and that's when I started buying in again. I was buying in all along, but
no,
yeah, October, November 21 is when things started going south.
The thing is,
until about this year.
You saw just now we had a pullback up until last week, right? We pulled back for about a week. And the whole thing amounted to 3% on the SPY, 4.5% on the Qs, and both are now at higher than they were before the pullback. So I think you got to buy every pullback going for the rest of the year. I don't think we're going to get it.
It's buy the dips.
Yeah, buy the dips, because I don't think we're going to get anything more. The worst dip we get that I expect we would get would be about 10%.
Well, Professor Omar should type in just what his opinion is. Let's say for the next 3 months.
Usually he's pretty free to give his opinion. Let's see if he's on with us yet.
No, he's on.
Hey, he is on. Professor Omar is with us. Professor Omar, people want to know, are you still short?
Oh, look at that. Did you see his latest comment?
Just reshorted hand bought SPY 400 November puts. The man has conviction.
All right, well, he's consistent, if nothing else.
But you have to reach deep into your pockets to have that much conviction.
Well, he's buying the November puts. They're not like tomorrow's puts.
Professor Omar, I'm calling for melt up to new highs before the end of the year. So we're at opposite ends of the spectrum.
And I feel so torn between you two.
And Professor Spike is long and short at the same time, so he can agree.
Exactly. I'm playing both ends.
So he can agree with both.
It's called the barbell strategy.
Yeah. Let's see
It should
what.
be hitting the head. It should be in the head.
He will change his mind with a
Oh,
close
okay.
above 45.35. All right.
What is AT? What is ATH?
All-time highs.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we looked at my portfolio pretty carefully. Which ones do I value the most going forward for the rest of the year? I think I'm going to do very well with what I've been doing well with all along, namely, not all along, but my biggest gain is Hot MicroStrategy, Marathon. I think they're going to continue to do well. I think the big tech will continue to do well. Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Google. I'm a little hesitant because of the price action. I think also biotech is still not the place to be, not yet. Anyway, so I have 4 biotech stocks. I don't necessarily expect to hit the jackpot with any of them, but I'm holding. Okay, the one I like the most of my biotechs is Capricorn.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's take a look at the charts on
Yeah, you
some
might as well start with the SPY since
some of the names that I listed. Right, I listed SPY. SPX is 44.53. What did Professor Omar say? 45.35.
he said 45.35 is the all-time high.
Yeah, well, you see, you have all those digits. You just got to rearrange them in 44.53. So you're practically there. And it was up today 1.3%. The Dow had a nice day, up 1%. The NASDAQ, 1.55%. Technically, there's 8 more minutes left, so it could change a little. The Russell trailing the field. At some point, you're going to get rotation into the small caps, but not yet. So my feeling is it's okay to be early, but I'd rather join the party when the party begins, not before. I don't really want to be early. So I'm still putting my money in the Qs and spiders over the diamonds and over the IWM. I have a little in IWM now. I don't own any diamonds. All right, so let's take a look at this Qs. You want to begin with the Qs?
Oh, actually, let's since he's talking about the spiders, we should do that first. But you can do.
All right, spiders, SPY.
Yeah, because what he's saying is right now it's at the 78% Fibonacci.
All right.
So.
Gee, it really looks like we're going right back up. This is a 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
I always have trouble with that.
There you go.
All right, so we took out we took out the recent high. The recent high was 443.90, 443.75, I think. So we're at 443. We're at 443.93. If we close right where we are now, we'll make a new closing high. And that looks like it's going to happen. Will we fill this gap? Maybe, but maybe not for a while. That's an interesting gap. We gapped up today.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it fills that gap quickly and sometimes not so quickly. 438.32. I don't think we're going to fill it. I think we're going to continue on up. Maybe eventually on a pullback we'll fill it, but I think we're going to make several new highs. Not new highs, but higher than where we are. Mm-hmm. I could see us running straight to 461, which is the previous pivot. Let's take a look at that. 461. That would be up here. No. Where is it? Up here. I drew the line. Right where I drew this line. So I think we run quite possibly right up to that 461 area and then get a pullback. You also have a pivot here at 448, but I think we go through that. I think 460 would be the first area of strong resistance. So I think Professor Omar is going to be long quite sooner than he realizes. As this market is getting stronger and stronger with more and more FOMO. There's FOMO at the mouth, so to speak. FOMO at the mouth. Everyone on Wall Street that was wrong is burying their head in the sand right now.
You think they're doubling down foolishly?
Probably.
Now, you remember a couple of months ago, everybody was talking about that overall downward trend on the S&P, looking at the tops going down.
Yeah,
is it possible to draw back a little bit just to get a better picture of that?
It's clearly over. Once we took out this 431, that's it. In my mind, you don't have to wait to take out 461. I mean, technically, it's not over until you make new all-time highs.
Right, which is
but that's ridiculous. This is a bull market. You don't have to be a chart guru. This is a bull market. And the only thing in my mind that would make it crash like to below 4,000 on the SPX would be some kind of black swan event, geopolitical. Russia goes crazy, China goes crazy. I don't know. Something that we don't want to think about. So, short of that, it's buy the dip. Here are the cues. What a thing of beauty this channel is on the cues. We still haven't topped, but we haven't made a new top since the pullback, but that's coming. 372.85. Monday, the stock market is open, and Tuesday it's closed, right?
Monday's open. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So the cues were a place to be. I feel really good that I made the move that I made, getting out of the diamonds and IWM early, like in January, switching into the cues. That switch alone made me a lot of money.
Sure.
I'm just enjoying the being a winner this year, big time. It's not often that you get 6 months like this to start the year.
Yeah, no, 2023 has been pretty good.
Yeah, it's quite amazing.
I mean, February had a little bit of a hiccup, but overall.
IWM or Google? What do you want?
You could do. You're pointing to it, so you might as well just take it. Since we're doing the indexes anyway.
It looks like the others, just shy of the recent high at 189. Come Monday, I expect that to be taken out and probably this area tested. So I think we're going to continue with modest improvement on the IWM. On the Russell,
it really looks like you have room here, doesn't it?
Russell, you'll see a run to 191.
I mean, it looks like you have room.
And it should when the S&P crosses, when the SPYs cross 460, this will cross 200.
Right.
So it's okay to be in IWM. It's just that I still think the Qs are going to outperform in the short term, in my opinion. And of course, all our opinions are strictly our own and not investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. Did we tell everyone to please subscribe? Tell your friends about us. Take a moment to subscribe now. Hit the bell. The bell is very important. Again, we don't know what it does, but it's very important that you hit the bell. Good things happen. You make a lot of money if you hit the bell.
It looks like we're getting spammed. on our chat.
Oh, again? That hasn't happened in a long time.
Well, it wasn't the. It's not the rated X one. It looks a little bit more.
We milk
ceramic.
pigs.
Yeah, skip it. Let's not even give it any thought.
All right, let's not pay attention. What else did I say I wanted to look at?
Which ones you listed? You listed you listed Spies and the Qs. I listed Arinia.
Okay.
And I guess we should. I wanted to look at Joby also.
Well, the thing with Arinia is they announced a restructure. What did they announce? That they're restructuring and that they're for sale?
Yeah, finally they're actually admitting that they're for sale.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe the next time they're offered $32, they'll take it.
Yeah, right.
Is this the one with the activist investor? I think so, right?
I don't remember about that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think eventually they're bought. They will be bought. It's just that things are slow moving, and the excitement from earlier in the day is dissipated.
Gotcha.
You can see by this red candle. So I think there's still time to get into Arinia. I wouldn't rush it. Watch, maybe Monday they get taken out. But I mean, it could happen. But I think it will happen, but later, maybe by the end of the year.
Okay.
Just my gut feeling on that. And
terrible deviation off of that trend line we had going for a little while.
CRSP annoys me.
Yeah, rightly so.
I mean, on a great day like today, you get an ugly red candle like this one. It makes me think I made a mistake buying more back at 57. I might undo that mistake. So I'm not happy with my CRSP. But I am happy with my IBM that I bought earlier in the week.
I know IBM. This is already what, a year now.
It's also a yucky candle today.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, we could pull back, I think, to the 200, and maybe I'll buy some more if it does. I bought it Tuesday after we spoke, and so today is Friday, Thursday. I bought it.
Today's Friday.
Right about 133, maybe a little lower, I thought I made a few points on it, maybe not. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's about my price also.
I don't remember what I paid, but I know I'm up a little. And I'm going to hold on IBM. I think it has the potential to make, again, a new high at, I don't know if it's an all-time high at 149.21. I think that's very likely. And what else did I list?
You didn't really list anything else, actually.
Oh, I didn't.
No.
You has been very kind to me.
Yep.
And now it looks like we're consolidating at support. So this is, in my mind, a decent place to get in. I might add some more. I'm up nicely, having bought at 28 and 26. But why not add some more? Because I do believe it's going up. There's very little resistance that I could see here. Let's see, where would resistance come in? Maybe not up until maybe this area, about $58. So I mean, it should. This is going to be $100 stock, but maybe not until the end of the year. Unity software. Once content is written for the Vision Pro, is that what they call it, Apple?
Yeah.
The goggle. This thing is
the other Google Glass.
This partnership with Apple is being undervalued in my mind. Should be higher.
All right, I think we're done anyway. It's about 35 minutes in.
All right. I think I did write a few more, but a quick look at Dermtech.
Oh, yeah.
DermTech is laying off folks, which I don't like, but Wall Street likes it. So it popped on the news of the layoff yesterday, and today gave back a little. It didn't really give back.
Yeah.
Flat. All right. So DermTech, I might actually buy more. It's one that I get like on the fundamentals. They're cutting out their pipeline development, and they're going to concentrate on selling the smart patch.
Okay.
They're going to concentrate on making money instead of losing money. Adios, amigos. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Professor Omar.
Yes, thank you, Professor Omar.
78% fib. At this point, this is known as reaching.
Enjoy your weekend, everybody. 4th of July,
Ciao.
you know. Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye. Thanks, Professor Spike. Thanks, Professor Omar.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a good weekend.
Cabinet Guy and whoever else.